Welcome back to the show. Mont Bleu, the place to be, right?
Obviously.
I got Mr. Drew with a W and Drew with a U. Here, Jason Drew in the studio with me right now. We're talking about the regional plan update at the break, and you're telling me it's really going to happen.
It's
really going to happen.
Yep. December of this year is what the governing board in the two states have directed TRPA to get the plan approved. So we need people to make sure that they are paying attention and get involved, because it's going to be a big driver moving forward.
And I think that's a good point, because a lot of people, they sit back and like, yeah, and then it goes through, everything starts happening, and then they're like, what is this all about? Jason, what? You're like, hey, you had your opportunity to come voice your opinion.
Yep.
Where were you?
Absolutely. It's going to be really important. There's going to be a lot of really critical decisions made between now and December when the regional plan update itself and the transportation component of it get approved. And so as residents and members of the community, this is our opportunity to get involved, provide feedback, and make sure that the regional plan update includes the things that we think are important. Town centers, walkable, bikeable areas, all those things that we talk about when we're at Rude Brothers or Alpen Sierra or hanging around.
Hanging at the bar.
That's right. Now we have a chance to actually make that happen.
Some great ideas come up at bars.
They do.
On bar napkins. You think I think that's where this all started. I was on a bar napkin, Well, the nice thing I think about the regional plan update is that it's improving what we already have. And people don't understand that. I think we need to get that out there, that it's not all this new stuff.
Right. Well, the key is, at least from my perspective as someone who lives here and is a homeowner here, is that we have this beautiful natural environment. We have the lake, we have the mountains, we have the forests, but our built environment needs a lot of help. And that's really where the regional plan update comes in, because it's going to drive decisions about where redevelopment happens, where our bike trails go, whether we're going to be walkable and bikeable, what our town centers might look like. Right now, a lot of locals complain that we don't really have town centers. I think the Commons Beach has been a success.
That's a town center.
You see a lot of people there all the time. But if we want more like that, we need to have all of us, our local input, so that this regional plan update really does drive the things we want to see in the future.
Jason, prioritize things for me. What do you think the top 3 things is we need to emphasize on in this regional plan?
I think number 1 is we need to be able to encourage redevelopment. We need to encourage investment. Right now, people with money are scared of coming to Tahoe because they don't know what can happen. They don't want to see their money tied up. We need to really emphasize our transportation plan. We need to emphasize walkable and bikeable. We all want to be able to do that. We want to be able to put our paddle boards on the back of our bike, go to the beach, and paddle around. And the third thing is we want to protect that lake. That's probably the most important thing. I think that's why we all live here. Lake Tahoe is beautiful. We want to keep that lake beautiful. And we need to have a regional plan update that balances keeping the lake beautiful, keeping it clear, but also invests in our economy and it lets us grow as a community.
13 years in Tahoe.
Yep.
You carry some street cred.
I hope so.
Have you ever tried putting a paddleboard on the back of a bike?
I have.
It's a little difficult.
It is challenging.
Especially in a crosswind, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, my SUP is 12 feet long, so I haven't found a good trailer system yet to get it hooked up.
I think they need to work on that. You're an engineer. Come on, get with it.
Yep, we got to design one of those.
Design one. Jason Drew, what should people do? Everybody's like, now what do I do? What do I do?
I would say the best source of information is TahoeFuture.org, which is a partnership of the South Lake Tahoe Chamber, TahoeChamber.org, and the North Lake Chamber. It's great, very basic information about the regional plan update, and it includes how you can get involved.
Get involved, because we don't want to hear you complain about it after the fact.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep, now's our chance.
Now's our chance. Jason Drew with a W, Drew with a U. Thanks for coming in, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing all you do. Let's close out. That's going to do it for the Wednesday edition of Tahoe Today. We want to thank you all for staying with us each and every day here on Tahoe Today. Tomorrow, Ashley Lanier are going to be in the host seat tomorrow morning, so you can say hi to her. So there'll be some more great prizes, some great guests. We want to say thank you to the hippie in the back, Nick Rogers. They called him out. They
did call him out.
Katrina on the roadways doing a great job, and each and every one of you for tuning in each and every morning right here at 7:30. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Set your phones. Beep, 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 beep. Make it a good one, folks.